What is up, Sports Wars? Car video. Okay, so got a little bit of different type of news for you today. If you follow AEW, professional wrestling, I'll just start by saying this. I don't actively follow it. I used to be obsessed with wrestling. Jeremy used to be obsessed with wrestling. Like, we all kind of had our time back in the Attitude Era of WWE, whatnot, stuff like that. But I've tried to get into it recently. I just can't. But AEW is good professional wrestling product. Like, what I have watched, they really are much better than what I've seen WWE put out in the last few years. So anyway, they have a wrestler, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, or better known as MJF. He flipped off a 7-year-old boy at an autograph signing, and they were getting a picture taken together, and he gave him the finger. So the child's father is like upset about this, I guess, and complained, whatever. I did some digging and some info. So MJF is, supposedly one of the biggest heels, going today. And from everybody I've talked to that's a wrestling fanatic, he's really good at it. He is a great heel, an all-time heel. So I just kind of think it's silly if the people that are going to these events and taking their kids with them and are following along with the storylines and the wrestlers and their characters, this guy is the ultimate heel. So when he flips off your kid in an autograph signing to uphold the character, don't be mad about it. It's part of the gimmick. And I feel like, as a former massive professional wrestling fan, that stuff like this should be applauded. You know what I mean? Like, is it wrong to give a 7-year-old kid the middle finger? Sure, I guess in an everyday situation. But a guy like MJF and AEW as a whole, like, they're upholding the tradition of professional wrestling and trying to make it real again for fans. Yeah, it's not real. It's storylines and the matches are fixed and blah blah. I get that, but people used to have a certain mindset about wrestling when we were younger, when it was like the heyday, the Attitude Era, the late 80s, the 90s. Like, there was a realness to it, even though we kind of knew that it was fake, but it was real. So either way, I actually think this guy is pretty awesome. It might make me start trying to catch up with wrestling and see what's going on again, but, giving the kid the finger, upholding his character, being the ultimate heel, I don't see anything wrong with it. The kid's dad, I guess, has a problem with it, which I also can probably see his point of view, but it's wrestling. It's part of the character. This kid's like, oh, wow, this guy really is a bad guy. He gave me the finger when I was 7 years old. Like, that's going to last that kid a lifetime, that memory. So whatever. I'm not mad about it. Are you mad about it? Let us know in the comments. We will get back to regularly scheduled, football, basketball, baseball, stuff like that. But I just wanted to throw this out there because I thought it was funny. Other than that, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one.